Norman, 2021 YMSL World Series will feature some tremendous stars. Tremendous. On one side, Jake Dweck, Mark Braha, Jack Abadi, Abraham Haber. Stars. Other side, Farka, Joe Eshko, ABJ Cohen, Marty Antebi. You can't miss a pitch in this series. Pitching. You have A.B. Cohen, who's been doing this for about 60 years. You have Leo Casson, who has a couple of championships in the last few years between his morning and night league. Who's winning this one? Very tough to call. I'm going to go with the Cucumbers in 5.
Norm, we are live from our New Jersey YMSL headquarters. We got a big matchup coming up, World Series, Cucumbers Knights. Tough to choose here. I was tossing and turning all night. Gonna give the Cucumbers the edge in 5. Just think their lineup, will just edge out the Knights. I think it's gonna be 5 close games. Look for Ike Batesh to make an impact on the Cucumbers. A little bit of a sleeper there. Gonna go Cucumbers in 5. Could be wrong, but it's gonna be a great series. We're looking forward.
I predict that this series will go 5 games and the Cucumbers will fall to the Knights. David Farka will win back-to-back World Series.
Honestly, I think the most valuable player in the whole league is David Farka. I don't think they're going to beat him.
But what about Jack Abadi?
I think they're going to walk Jack Abadi and they're going to pitch to Farka and he's going to destroy them.
Wow.
Norman, I said it from the beginning, and I'll stand by it. My prediction for the YMSL 2021 championship winner will be the Cucumbers. I think this team is too good from top to bottom, led by Jack Abadi, Mark Braha, pitching unbelievable this season is Abe Cohen, veteran. I think they have the tools to do it as a team. They look great as a unit. Although the Knights have been very, very surprising and sharp this season, especially in the postseason. I don't think they could give them a run for their money. 2021 winner, Cucumbers, market.
Congratulations to the Knights and the Cucumbers getting to the World Series. Love you, Abe, but I think the Knights are going to beat the Cucumbers in 4. It's so hard to go against Jack Abadi. He's doing ridiculous things this year. But Farka, Marty, ABJ, Eshko, Henry, that team is so deep. And even have Leo pitching his heart out. It's going to be tough. I don't think it's going to be a blowout in all 4 games, but I think they're going to be a tough 4 games, but I think the Knights are going to take it in 4, boys. Love you.
Oh my God, we're here.
What's
a little
going on,
preview
boys?
for 2022, but whatever. We're not gonna get there. Let's close 2021. Bottom line, I'm miserable. I'm bitter. But the show must go on. Not out here. Not out here.
Who do you like?
I like the Cucumbers in 3. Reverse smash, baby. Cucumbers in 3.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna follow you with the Cucumbers. I have the Cucumbers winning. I have A.B. Cohen on a revenge tour, 2017 revenge. Him and Salty gonna close the deal. Jack Abadi, MVP. Jake Dweck, the whole crew. Mark Braha, full head of hair.
Go get it. Get it.
I got Cucumbers in 4. Over and out.
Hey, very, very good teams in the World Series. The 2 best lineups I faced all year. And I'm going to have to pick the Cucumbers there. Jack Abadi's due for a ship. He's been putting in the work, and that team's been putting in the work. I know A.B. Cohen's motivated to go out on top if this is it for him. He's going to leave everything out there. And while I love my boys on the Knights, I think they got that camaraderie that you're looking for, and I'm going to pick the Cucumbers.
I got Cucumbers in 4 because I love how their lineup is so long, because obviously they have their 1, 2, 3, Jake, Jack, Mark, but then they also have their 8, 9, 10 batters who could start 10-run rallies, and they got a solid outfield, and they're a great team. But at the same time, you also have the Knights, who have 3 top 5 outfielders and a great lineup. So I think it's going to be a great series. but I got Kakambas.
Norman, I like the Knights in 3. I think Marty Antebi, Joe Eshko, and David A. Cohen pull it out for a clean sweep. 3-0 in 3. Knights take home the chip.
I've got the Knights in 4. Leo is going to hold those guys, and that big difference, the big difference in this game is going to be the outfield, as it has been all season since that trade has been made. There's going to be a lot of long fly balls, and that's going to be the real difference maker. So I got the Knights in 4. MVP, David Farka.
World Series YMSL, Kakambas Knights. I'm going to go with the Knights to win in 5 games. I think they have the mojo going right now. They have the chemistry. I think they're more battle tested than the Kakambas are. I felt that the Kakambas were a heavy favorite in the matchup versus the Aces, whereas the Knights had some really had to face adversity to get to this point. They had the trade. They're coming together at the perfect time. I'm going with the Knights in an amazing 5-game series.
What's up? This is Mo Haber from To The Moon. My prediction for the Knights and the Kakambas. First of all, congratulations to all the members of the Knights and the Kakambas for making the World Series on this great league. Tough prediction. I got a lot of friends on both teams. I have family member on Kakambas. You got my boy Farker, Leo Casson, very proud of you, pitching unbelievable. ABJ, back in the show after that outing with Rough and Rowdy. Henry, so many guys. Joe Eshko, phenomenal. But I'm going to have to go with the Kakambas. Jacobatti is a monster. And you got Spanky, and you got SNT, and my boy Abe Haber, legit, my son, my boy. And I'm going to pick the Kakambas in 4. Kakambas in 4. Good luck to everybody. Hope to see you on the field.
My piece is the cog of this team is that third base, David A. Cohen. He caught 4 catches that were unbelievable against my team.
Your team being To The Moon.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So
he saved that.
Your prediction, sir.
I think if David A. plays his A game, which he was named after, and I think he's going to be the cog.
Okay.
So
David A's the cog. You said it 7 times.
I am putting the pressure on David A. If he comes through like a Derek Jeter, a professional, they're going to win it in 3 straight.
Norm, I think the Kakambas will win the World Series. I think the Kakambas will win the World Series because they have a very strong lineup. It's going to be a very close game. They're all going to be high-scoring games, close games. It's going to go to a Game 5. And I really think that the Kakambas have a stronger lineup. Their big threes hitting 750 against Maxi Deed, but Rock Leo. So I think that the Kakambas will win the World Series.
Norman, I think the Kakambas against the Knights is a great matchup. I've seen both teams plays. I know Jacobatti really wants this win and a ring, but I just think that the Knights have the momentum right now. They've been on a hot streak. Leo's been pitching good enough for them. Their defense is solid, and I think players on that team like David Farka and Marty Antebi are just too locked in. I think they're going to win in 4. I think 4.
Knights, Kakambas, Sunday, July 4th, games 1 and 2. Looking forward. It's going to be a hard-fought series. Both teams have a potent offense. And I don't think there's a real pitching advantage in the series. I think it's pretty neck and neck. So the team that plays the best defense and makes the least mistakes is going to come out on top. I think it's going to take 5 games, 5 hard-fought games and close games. It's going to be exciting. I always want to see Farka pull it out, and Joe Eshko as well. Them two deserve it, but I just think it's Jack Abadi's year. He's been putting in the work harder than anyone, and it's about time that hard work pays off. I think he comes out victorious in the series. I think it's going to take 5, and I'm really looking forward to seeing everything go down. So I'll see you Sunday.
Dad, I have been struggling with this World Series prediction since the matchup was revealed to everybody. These two teams are so evenly matched. It's been almost impossible for me to pick which one is going to come out on top. The talent is very similar. You have Jack Abadi is the best player in the community today.
Is Jabity?
Yes, is Jabity. He's batting 900 in the postseason. He is 9 for 10. He went through a stretch this season where he was batting 1,000 through 4 games, the first 4 games. He's on another planet right now. And his team, he's not alone. He has some team behind him. Mark Braha is playing as good of a shortstop as I've seen him play. And he's got a great infield, tremendous outfield. An outfield of Abraham Haber, 2 times in a row champion. Jake Dweck in center and DK in left. Gotta love it. Infield is rock solid as well. SNT, Mark, Jabity, Abe Soroya, and then Saul Fowlis at first base. And then behind the plate, you have the X factor of this whole team is Hollywood Dweck, and DHing, you have Ike, and of course you have the Savage. So it's a tremendous team. Their pitcher is A.B. Cohen. A.B. Cohen has not won the YMSL World Series since he played with Stevie Shalom a couple of decades ago. So he's looking for one last hurrah over here. But on the other side, you have a team that's just as talented. You have David Farka, who knows how to make the magic happen. He knows how to hit a home run when his team needs a home run. He knows how to get on base when his team needs him on base. You have a rejuvenated Abe Jeff Cohen. You have Marty Antebi. If he's struggling at the bat, which he's not, but if he is, he could take over a game defensively, like we saw. You have Henry Shalom manning shortstop like it's the mid-90s again. So again, you have a tremendous team on both sides, and you have DC Clutch. David A. Cohen, who's your grandnephew, Dad.
Yes.
David A. Cohen is the tallest third baseman in the league, one of the best defensive third basemen in the league, and one of the best offensive third basemen in the league. He has come into his own. Ruby Saka playing short center. Joe Eshko, selfless act, moving himself from shortstop, making a trade, and putting himself at second base. You have Morris Harari. That's the X factor. That's the other side of the coin when you see Abe Hollywood Dweck on one side, you have Morris Harari on the other side. This guy could wreck a game. He could win a game at any point with his lethal bat. And we mentioned the Kakamba's outfield. That would be the best in the league if it weren't for the Knights outfield. Farka in center, Marty Antebi. This Hillel product, 3 years in a row in the postseason, getting better and better each year, and an MVP candidate in left field. And then you have Abe J. Cohen in right field. It's absolutely tremendous. When it comes down to it, we're playing 2 games on Sunday, 1 game in the middle on Friday, 2 games on Sunday. I believe that format benefits the Knights because in a second game, the Knights will have Leo. While Leo and AB may be a wash, I think AB in a second game could get tired. He's older, he's over 60 years old, where Leo will not get tired. Leo pitched 26 innings in the Heat recently, and he proved that he could get better and better and better.
As it goes on.
As it goes on, I don't think he's going to get fatigued, you know? We're not talking about Nate B and Max Yedid here. We're talking about 2 pitchers that are on equal level, that rely on their defense, that rely on their offense, but I think AB could tire out, and I don't think Leo could tire out. And I think that slight difference may be the difference. I will be shocked if this is not a 5-game series. These 2 teams have so much chemistry, have so much passion, have so much work ethic. These teams are working hard, but there's something that happened in the final week of the season. The Knights were 5-7. They were playing the Kakambas, and they swept in dominant fashion. They swept the Kakambas, and since then they have not looked back. They seem to have caught fire at exactly the right time.
Well, let me just say my thing. I honestly feel David A. Cohen is going to be the cog. If he plays his game, which I told you guys and I even told his father and mother.
When he was a baby.
When he was a baby, he could have been a professional tennis player. If he plays his game and he really comes up, they will destroy this team.
I don't see destruction of any team in this series. They're too good. They're too close. They're too neck and neck to me. I see this as going like a derby down to the wire, not Secretariat here. I see a derby down to the wire, winning it by a nose. I really see it. I can't, it's so hard for me to pick this. It really is. I will not be surprised if I'm wrong. I am not certain of this prediction at all, but I think the Knights at the right time have captured the magic. They may not be the most talented team in the league.
Right.
But you know what? The Expos were certainly not the most talented team in the league.
Right.
Not by any margin. But they caught fire at the right time. The Untouchables were definitely not the most talented team in the league. They caught fire at the right time.
And your team.
Yeah. So there are teams like swimming. That's the best team in the league. Wire to wire, they win it all. I don't see that this year. I see the Knights have something magical. And for that reason alone, I'm shocked that I'm saying it because I really felt the Kakambas were the world champions all season long. I really felt it was them. I am going with the Knights in 5 hard-fought, classic, well-played games. I think the Knights edge it out in what's going to be a very fun World Series.
Wow.
That is my prediction. Am I confident? No. Only thing I'm confident in is that this is going 5 and there are going to be some great games here. That's all I have to say. From the Commissioner, this is YMSL, powered by DSN.
All right.